From Friday, where we will be discussing the previous week's episode, so if you have not seen episode 3 of season 4, you need to scroll. The man in yellow has already started causing conflict by suggesting to Julie that her family is the reason why everything has been going bad. And he did this by intentionally twisting Kenny's words, who is a very trusted person in this town. And then he decides to go live with Sarah, and that convinces me more than anything else that Sarah's getting ready to kick the bucket. I think she has a connection to this town that the man in yellow was not expecting anybody to have, and she's got to go before she figures out Sophia is not who she says she is. Fatima and Elgin are teaming up to do something. We have no idea what yet. I'm very interested to see what the fuck they're up to. And I just want to take a minute to say, I've said it before, I'll say it again, the Fatima hate is straight up fucking misogynistic. She was violated in arguably one of the worst ways. Her infertility was mocked by the town, forcing her to become pregnant with one of the monsters. That is an insane violation. Victor and Ethan take off to try to find the Lake of Tears. Victor takes him to the Brundles, and Ethan says that this just isn't it. I don't feel anything here. Jade is in the lake being Jade. I don't know. He decides to join them on their quest to find this Lake of Tears, and in doing so, Victor finds the clothes of the man in yellow, and we learn that Victor knows who the man in yellow is. Which does make a lot of sense because he is the sole survivor of the last massacre. As per usual, Tabitha takes off and abandons her kids, and Henry has to tell her again to stop being a fucking idiot. Which, by the way, king behavior, I swear he is probably the best addition to this show. Boyd reveals that Acosta reminds him of his wife, and he's very concerned that she may end up doing something similar to what his wife did. So now he's got Acosta in the basement of the colony house going through things, and I'm very curious to see what she's going to find. I'm actually wondering if she ends up finding an old photo of Sophia. And finally, we have Julie and Randall. She makes him go ransack that house to try to find these books, hoping to find an answer. I know a lot of people are shipping Randall and Julie, but personally, I get annoyed older brother vibes from Randall. I think on one hand, he's kind of sick of her shit and thinks she's being crazy, but he also doesn't want her to get hurt. I think in the next episode, Victor is going to tell everybody about the man in yellow, and that's when people are really gonna start getting paranoid of each other and suspicious, and I think it's gonna start out the way the man in yellow wants it to. But I think either Acosta is gonna find an old photo of Sophia, or Sarah is going to get a message from the voices. And that was really it for this week's episode. If you have any theories about what you think is going to happen next week, drop them in the comments. Thank you for watching, and I will see you in the next video.